Guys, how are you? Sorry for the 11-minute interruption. It's pouring down raining and it affects the internet here. So I hope everybody's doing good. First, let me say sorry about moving it from Tuesday night to tonight. Tonight's a church night for a lot of us. I have it on Thursday night. How you doing, guys? Mr. Red NB, nice to have you on board. And so I apologize. Some of you guys will watch this later, but I worked real late yesterday, got home, and it was, we don't slap nothing together. I really want to think it out what we want to talk about. But I hope everybody's having a good week. This weather is beyond ridiculous where we are here in Nashville, Tennessee. 67 high today. It was irritating, man. It's winter. I want the cold weather. I like it. And tomorrow is supposed to get down to the 40s. So you go figure these 30-degree swings. I talked to my buddy Steve. He's upstate New York, and it's 67, 68. My brother lives in Erie, Pennsylvania. It's 63. Extremely unusual warm front that is coming through. So last year it wasn't like this. January was bone-chilling cold, but it is what it is. Well, thank you. We just put out a video this Monday on striped bass, and it's with the lemon butter caper sauce. Is all an Italian recipe, and the broccoli rabe. Let me tell you, that video did not do it justice. Hold on a second. NB says it's 20 below in BC, Canada, British Columbia. Man, I love it. I love the cold weather. I was made for the winter. I got to tell you that. The beastly hot is annoying to no end. But and this is like the armpit of the South between here and Florida. We get belted with serious humidity and heat. But NB, you got it made up there, man. The ice is probably 2 feet thick now. So it's just unbelievable. But first, let me say thank you to everybody who is subscribed and who regularly watches. And hold on your questions, guys. Give me a little bit. Let me get through a little bit of this, and I will answer some questions here real quick. I want to address this, but the comments have been great. You guys have been awesome. I got to say that. Absolutely awesome. And I just appreciate that, because when we pop a video up and after, I talk to my cousin John. He's an excellent, excellent cook in his own right. Excellent. And for years, we've gotten together since he moved to Tennessee, and we've eaten together so many times. And I love his cooking style, and I wanted to feature him on the channel. And he's got some new dishes he's teaching me that I'm going to bring on. And these are quick recipes, literally less than 30 minutes. You guys can whiz bang these out. So none of these real long Bobby Flay, big long, and I love Bobby Flay, but the big long recipes and stuff, those are really big for a full course meal. That's not what we're doing. We want to get, I can't come home at 6:30, 7 o'clock, nor can my wife, and go make a 4-course meal. It's just ridiculous. Well, anyway, I want to thank you for your comments. You guys have just been nothing less than awesome. Now, I'll stop right now. Let me just address some of the things here. Do I know where Huntsville, Alabama is? Yeah, absolutely. A great golf course. Yeah, I know it. I know it. I did golf years ago, had custom clubs built. Man, they cost me $1,500. I was really into it. I mean, a lot of years ago, maybe 12, 15 years back, but gave it up. I just went back to my passion of fishing and have been going ballistic in that. And now we're going to be bringing hunting segments up. All right, the next one is Ducks Rule. Jack. Yeah, Jack is my buddy. Oh, yeah, I talk to Jack on a weekly basis. He's got his thing going with his channel and mine. He was there to really help me birth this, and kudos to Jack. He's nothing less than awesome. Great friend, great brother in the Lord. We go to church together. He does really, really good. Now, the giveaway, yes, Jenny White was the recipient of the giveaway. It was a $250 gift card. But let me just tell you this about the giveaways. I love giveaways. I love them. So we're going to have a real cool one coming up after the winter season, maybe the tail end, the beginning of spring. We're going to have at least 4 or 5 a year, different types. And NB, I saw that. I guess you won something. You're a lucky dog. You won something from some other contest you were in. I saw that, which you had put up on Facebook or Instagram. I think it was Instagram. That's pretty cool. Congrats. But we're going to do stuff like that. And I was thinking of doing one of the giveaways that I want to do at some time in this 2020. Jack and I went to Walmart one time, and we proved a point that, and granted, not for you experienced guys that are in fishing and hunting, we've all got very specific tastes now, and we've elevated from going to Walmart for anything other than basic terminal tackle and an occasional pole that's good. Yeah, I know you got some terminal tackle and a pack of venom baits. That's right. So we proved the point that for under $100, if you went in with $100, you could walk out with a complete fishing outfit, a bass fishing outfit, panfish, if you wanted to go pan fishing, complete with baits, line, hooks, everything. And we helped one of the subscribers, a lady emailed us, and we showed her, and she got it. And she understood just how to do that. We gave her the list of everything. So it can be done. And Walmart was so gracious to us, and we put everything back in stock. We didn't need to buy that. But this year, I'm going to do a little different. It'll be a variation of that where I'm going to do a giveaway. I'm thinking about it now. You probably see the smoke coming out of my ears. But I want to do it a little bit different, maybe with a very specific type of fishing in mind, and want to have a whole complete setup. And I want to do a giveaway. And we're going to do the rules a little bit different. I'm going to post a video on that. And of all the people that subscribe to our channel, which is almost 1,300 didn't really go watch the giveaway or hear it. I know a lot missed. So we're going to be fair to everybody that truly subscribe to this and are hungry for a giveaway, those contestants, I want to reward that, because those are the people that are really pushing our channel. And I really want to tell you, thank you very much. I could not do this without you guys. It's impossible. Justin, my buddy from Maine, good to see you. I hope you didn't get buried in snow there or freeze. Well, we're going to do nice giveaways like that. And then when we post a video, and I think that's going to be the format, the safest one and the most foolproof one, that as you guys respond to the video, I'm going to give you a list of things that have to be done. Nothing crazy, but I want to know that you guys are really putting your best foot forward. It's only fair. And to those who do that, oh, you're getting buried tonight. Yeah, I can just imagine. And to those that do that, you will be in the runner-up. And maybe out of 1,300 or 2,000 or 5,000, whoever I have, maybe only say 1,000 subscribe. Then it's going to be a run. Then it's going to be a contest of 1,000 subscribers. So the odds greatly increase. So I'm really going to advertise it well. And I want you guys really to do that. And listen, the whole purpose of that first is to show you guys that we care. Everybody here at Fishhook, I especially, we care. And I appreciate, and I want this to grow. And I want this to be very interactive with everybody. Like Justin Turner, as you guys see his name on the board here on the live chat. I met him when Amy and I went on vacation to Maine. It was awesome. I met him and his wonderful fiance. And we hit it off at Sprague's Lobster. And man, we were lobstered out. But we met friends that are keeping us the rest of our life. And that's the whole purpose of enlarging our life. We hope, as Fishhook, that we can enlarge your life. We hope if some of you guys and ladies are beginners in this, that is one of the very basic foundations of why I started this, is to break that ice with you and show you that you can do fishing and help you get over the aura when you walk into a Bass Pro or a Walmart or a Sportsman's Warehouse or whatever, Cabela's. Oh my goodness, look how the fishing department is bigger than my house. It is, but doesn't mean you have to get overwhelmed. So we want to help you unravel that mystery, talk about it, and hopefully get you to graduate from entry-level panfish, bluegill fishing, bass fishing, and you start going up the scale. Not that it's a better type of fishing, but different types of fishing. So that's the whole purpose of this. And then with all you other guys that are real dyed-in-the-wool fishermen and hunters and stuff, we'll talk serious talk, tackle talk. I love it. I'm still buying tons of tackle. Well, as we talk a little bit later on in the broadcast, we're going to talk about the hunting and some other stuff. I got some cool things I want to tell you about. So I love the outdoors. And whether you're a fisherman, a wannabe fisherman, a budding new fisherman, or fisherwoman, however you call that, or you're into the hunting or cooking, because cooking involves all of those entities, those sports, man, we're going to do it together. And no matter where this channel grows to, I want you guys to come along, and I want this camaraderie. I like this chatting session. It's a way of me truly connecting face to face with you guys and let you know that, hey, we love yous. We like the back and forth. I like it. You guys have been really good and mindful. Nobody's been, I hide people if they come out and they want to act like a butt. We'll take care of that right away. But you guys have been nothing less than excellent. So thank you so much. But that is the very purpose of this. And as we grow, we want to keep the same format. We'll do more exciting videos as I get more talented in video production. Maybe later on, I have people that will help me and they could do some video production for me. Once we get it, we're going to grow. And so as we grow, the needs grow, we'll fill the needs. But either way, they will be interactive. They will be very constructive videos and good content, not just jib jabbing, because we're not here just to jib jab. We'd like to have some real content. And as Justin Turner just said, buddy, I approve of that message. We are definitely friends for life. Absolutely. It's just been awesome. Well, now let me tell you something that happened to me. Hope everybody had a great Christmas. And let me take care of this one. Remove. Okay. I had a surprise this Christmas. I want to tell you about it. We are going to, in 2020, merch will be available. The wheels are in motion. I've made some inroads there, and we're putting the pencil to it. But I got really surprised. I've got to get a picture. My daughters surprised me. They really pulled a fast one. I've got 9 grandkids from 9 years old to 8 months old. And my 2 daughters and my daughter-in-law. Well, let me tell you, and obviously my son-in-laws and my son. Well, let me tell you what they did. How you doing, Lauren? It's my middle girl. She works for me. They all surprised me. We were told, we all picked out a present. And with 9 kids, man, you can't just do one by one. You got to say, okay, everybody open up one present at a time. Otherwise, we'd still be opening presents here 3 weeks after Christmas. Well, all the kids and I opened up the same thing. And guess what? It was all the same present. Check this out. I want to show you. I got more than them. How do you like that? This is a long sleeve t-shirt. Pretty cool, huh? Now, they surprised me. They did that for me. Plus, let me tell you this. Very cool. And we'll have different types. Is it? Yeah, let me get that up for the camera. Isn't that pretty cool? That's a real nice one. It fits good. We're going to get the one stretch that fits on the head real nice, like these Adidas caps. These are so cool. They breathe and they stretch. I like that. Little more room. And then My daughter's got me, the kids didn't get this, a hoodie sweatshirt. Pretty cool, huh? So I got that for Christmas. I've been meaning to tell everybody about it. I thought that was awesome. I really was. Oh, yeah, don't worry, Justin. You guys will get them. So between sweatshirts, I'm a long sleeve tee guy like crazy, and I love hoodies, pullovers. We'll have zip ups. We'll have the whole thing available. Some nice caps, and that's not the complete logo. We want to put some more stuff on there, but we'll have them in different colors. But just to tell you that, yes, it's real. We are going to do it. And I'm going to try my best to put it as at the most reasonable price, have a flat rate for shipping to the US, a flat rate to Canada, and then international. We'll get that. I want to keep, because we're not here to make money on the shipping. We want to put it at just what it costs. So we're going to get that. And I really want to put it at a very fair price. Yes, it's to raise revenue. Yes, to grow the channel, but you don't need to be paying outrageous money for a cap or something. I'm not going to do that. We're not going to do that. I don't do that to my friends, and you guys are our friends and our extended family now. So anyway, I wanted to talk about that. Now, let me say this. This dish that we did this past Monday, 2 days ago, the striped bass, if you guys haven't checked it out, let me put, I know you guys are on it, but I'm just going to give the YouTube address to anybody that might be new, checking us out and saying, who's this dude talking? That's our YouTube address. We are going to do, and always on the healthy thing. That is always, it may not be extremely healthy, really out there like paleo friendly or keto. It may not hit that mark, but it will be healthy. We're doing some dishes now from the Italian perspective. Okay, there's many perspectives. A lot of cuisines cook fish that are absolutely out of this world. So my cousin John is an exceptional Italian cook. He's Italian like me, same roots. This was an inspired dish doing the striped bass with the lemon butter caper sauce and the broccoli rabe. That's how you pronounce it in Italian. I laugh. You go to the stores and they'll say broccoli, then they'll call it rabini, then they'll call it R-A-B-E, Rob. Nobody really know how to pronounce it. Broccoli rabe. That is it. And it tasted, I tried to capture the sound, really. It's snap, crackle, pop in that little like saute thing that I had. That was about this thick. And with oil, and then we poured a half a cup of water in there, man, and steamed it down, but seasoned it really good, and a lot of nice garlic in there. I'm telling you, all that seasoned that broccoli, because generally speaking, a lot of you guys are not Italian, let me just say, broccoli rabe has a tendency to be very bitter. I like it. I like the bitterness. I was raised up on it, even when we had dandelion salad. And many a time, the dandelion was very bitter. That was okay with me. Some people don't like it, so I put a little more vinegar in there, and it neutralizes that bitter taste. But I like that. And the broccoli rabe is a very distinct taste. I'm getting hungry thinking about it, but that striped bass was out of this world. And let me tell you, that striped bass was, I believe, all the way from the beginning of 2018. So it was a little over a year old. In my deep freeze, I took it out. They were nice fillets, and there was no leftovers. So the beauty of doing these videos, we get a chance to eat everything. And John and I just feasted. We did that video. We produced it on a Saturday. And then we did another great video after that. Well, let me talk about that in a minute. Let me hold that thought. I want to tell you about one coming out tomorrow. We're going to do our best to have 2 cooking segments every week, a chatting, and then on Friday or Saturday, either a tackle talk or a product review for you guys, because we really want to grow the channel. How you guys doing? Hey, and the next video, if you guys like shrimp and you like fried fish or blackened or grilled. Amy and I, in St. Pete, we did a cool review. So get ready to get hungry. It was delicious. And I've been to this restaurant. I don't want to say anything else about it, but it's on 4th Street and it's in St. Pete. Now, the people that are looking that are from St. Pete or whoever are familiar with St. Pete, Florida, they know what restaurant I'm talking about. I went there many, many years ago and many, many times with my family. My parents introduced us to it, and we used to vacation in Florida all the time. My folks retired there, and man, the food is just awesome. And they always had fried fish, and now, lo and behold, I was able to get it black. Blackened's my favorite. I know they say it's not the most healthiest way to eat it because of all the carbon and stuff. Just delicious. The seasoning was great, and I like blackened anything for that matter. But it was really good, and I think you guys will enjoy it. And if you're any kind of review we do is I am brutally honest about that. There were some things I said in there that I thought I was going to get something a little bit different. I didn't. It didn't make a difference. Let me say this about myself. When we go out to eat, I do not, it's my nature, not really to complain about my dish. Now, I like soup like my dad. I mean, all of us, me and my 3 brothers, we like piping hot, steaming soup. I know nobody eats like that. We're a little bit off the chart here. So a lot of times I'll tell them, listen, if you got to nuke it, do it. It needs to be bubbling because I like it scorching hot. So I try to describe it as much as I can. And if they get pretty close to it, let it go. If it comes out really cold, I'm going to ask them, I send it back to nuke it, but I take it. I don't refuse my meal. Or if I'm having a meat dish or something, unless it's extremely undercooked, you can't eat that. So for health's sake, you need to cook. Or if it's really overcooked, I don't like steak well done. Amy likes it well done. I like medium rare. I'll deal with medium, but I really don't like overcooked really bad. But there's been times when it was medium or medium well. You know what? She didn't cook it. I don't like to make a scene. I just let it go. I'd rather take the higher road and enjoy it, have a great time out with my wife or whoever we're with, and just, party on. That's just my attitude. But, some people choose to really pull the hammer down and make a scene. I'm not going to do that. And under no circumstances do I want my meal for free. I'm paying. I argued with a manager one time. I know they're under the gun and they have to do what corporate says. At Cracker Barrel, for whatever reason, there was something wrong with the meal. I don't know what it was. They made good for it. They fixed it or replaced it. It was fine. And he said, the meal's on us. I said, no, it isn't. If it is, I won't come back here. I paid for my meal. I want them to know I appreciate that. And that doesn't give me the right to get food for free. I don't know if you guys agree or not, but that's how I operate. And I'm blessed in my life. That's all I can tell you. I'm blessed. So now on the Italian inspired thing, we have another video we've already produced, and it's scheduled to come out next week. It'll either be Monday or Thursday. I'm not sure yet. We're trying a little bit of mid-morning, like 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock time. We're going to see what's the best time to get the best audience. I know people work, so I know I get the better views later on in the night, but I like to bring it on during the day, like 10, maybe 9, 10, or even 11 o'clock. Works good. So we're playing with those times, but they are coming out. But this is another great Italian-inspired fish dish. I will tell you the fish of choice is Atlantic cod. It's up there with striped bass. I absolutely love Atlantic cod, prepared right. And the way we made this from an Italian kitchen to you, I think you guys are going to love it. It's an outstanding sauce that we made. And I don't want to say anything else about it, but I am telling you, it was delicious. And that was a quick one to make. And the cod tasted outrageous. And the whole step-by-step directions will be after the video on the links below. I'll have everything there. You guys can try it. And if you have questions, please send them my way. If you need clarifications on the cooking part, call me. email us or Instagram me, and I will definitely give it to you. Now, we are going to do another. I have to keep my notes here, so I make sure I tell you this in order. I've got another great fish dish. We experimented when Amy and I in Florida. We experimented. I caught some beautiful fresh bluefish. Oh, about 5-6 pounder. And I was going to video it. I said, you know what? I didn't want to do it cold. I was trying a new dish. I want to see how good it came out. And it was a baked bluefish dish. I prepared it excellent. I cooked it in the oven. My oven I had a problem with. I don't know if you guys ever did, but we put some new appliances in the home in Florida. And I bought a Samsung double convection. Both ovens are convection. And do you know the upper oven was off by 50 degrees, the calibration out of the factory. I had an extended warranty and it was only about 6, 7, 8 months old. And the lower oven was off over 70 degrees, almost 75 degrees off. And I was wondering why, when I was doing the cabbage steaks, I'm saying I was really having a problem. I had to cook that dish like 2 or 3 times before I finally I bought an oven thermometer, put it in there, and I'm saying, this is what it's set at. I was off by 50 to 75 degrees. I said, this is never going to cook right. So I had problems with that. So I went ahead and called the warranty. They fixed it. They calibrated it, showed me how to calibrate the thing. And you can only calibrate it to a certain amount. And after that, they have to get parts because the thing is totally out of whack. So they fixed that. Now, that's another thing. When you cook these things in your ovens, get an oven thermometer. They have the cheap ones. They hang. Let it hang or not in the meat now. Let it hang. You want to get oven temperature. And then you can get a meat thermometer to stick in the meat to make sure you're getting the right temperature, because that ultimately is the test. The ovens I have here in Tennessee, I've got Wolf ovens when I redid the house, and they have built-in probes. Oh, that is awesome, man. And Inkbird is another company that Jack turned me on to for all my barbecue needs. But even inside, it's a round plastic thing with 6 different outlets with 6 different long 48 or 72-inch long stainless steel wired probes. And they Bluetooth to your phone. So you can go in there and watch a football game and you could be having 6 different types of meats, poultry, fish going. And each one set at a different temperature, and it will signal you, hey, this hit 165. Your medium rare steak or roast, 135, 138, and you've got it. It's really, really cool. So the internal temperature is the doneness of the dish. So whether it's chicken, fish, or meat, have that in there, but test your ovens out, because I think you guys are in for a surprise that a lot of your ovens are not calibrated correctly. And if you get your manual out, there's some easy do-it-yourself ways of getting your oven calibrated. So you guys can do that. And that'll save you pulling your hair out. So once I did that, cooking was a breeze, 45 minutes to an hour, and cabbage steaks were outrageous. How you doing, man? Nice to have you on board. So anyway, we're going to have one with, Justin said he ordered some Everglades seasonings. Yeah, I heard about that. Let me know how it is. I've never tried that. I'm using all organic. I got to look up Everglades to see if he's got organic seasoning. You want to stay away from the monosodium glutamate, MSG. Look at all your stuff. Like even if you buy bacon and foods, stay away from your nitrites, your nitrates, as much chemical as you can stay away from. You want it to be, my wife had told me this was really cool about non-GMO verified. There's just so many steps in progression for you to identify you're getting exactly what you want in the purest form. You don't want to get a GMO. Like a lot of corn, it's really sad. It's genetically modified. You don't want that. Pay the extra. It's not that much money. Pay a little extra money. Get organic, get USDA non-GMO verified. That's as good as it is, unless you guys, some of you lucky cats, have a nice yard and you can grow your vegetables, then do that. Then that's the ultimate organic. And you've got it healthy and you've got no sprays on it, no DDTs and pesticides. Because all these IDES, are toxins to our body. I'm not preaching at you, but those are the things that bring on so many sicknesses, cancers, and all kinds of garbage. So let's stay away from all of that if we can do that. Just be wise, be smart about that. And I'm telling you, if you make a little effort, just a little bit, and I've said this other times, just a little bit of the right seasoning, just a little change here, a little change there. You could take a boring dish and be a lip smacking dish. I'm telling you, you'd be licking your lips. And that's what you want. You'd be licking your chops after that and say, man, that was a delicious dish. So, why not take it, like Emerald Lagasse says, take it up another notch. That's how you can improve your cooking. That's good advice. I listened and I do the same thing, but I heard others do that. So try it, see if you like it. Don't believe, but try it. Put the test to that. All right, Justin, good to see you, man. You can pick up the rest of the video at some other time, but man, thanks so much for tuning in. Well, we are going to be bringing some new hunting segments now to our channel. And Friday, I'm going to meet up with a friend of mine after work. We're going to be putting on scopes on, I got a 1022 takedown Ruger. I've got a really nice Vortex Crossfire 2 scope, 4x12 by 40 millimeter. We've got, I believe it's Picatinny. Well, Picatinny and Weaver bases are interchangeable anyway. Picatinny is real common, and so is Weaver. So we're going to be mounting that, and then we're going to, the 22 will probably be sighted in around 25 to 50 yards. That's a short range, 100 yards. I think I'd be pushing it with a 22. But we got 22 LR ammo from Armscore. We got a really good deal. One of the sites I buy from, I want to tell you, you can check it out. I've been checking these different people, make sure I could spell right. Man, I'm terrible. MOC.com. MOC.com. And there's another one, an outdoor. Let me see if it's on my thing here. I can't change it, but I'll have to put it on, I'll post that on Instagram. It's another great place I found to buy ammo. Very, very, very reasonable. Very reasonable. Now, the scopes for, I've got a 30-06, my dad's. It's a Springfield 30-06 Winchester. Love it. One of my all-time favorite rifles. A bolt action centerfire. And an 8mm Remington Magnum bolt action as well. I'm looking on those three, and my 30-30, my Winchester 30-30. I just had a scope put on that. I bought a Loopold 2-7 by 33. The reason I got such short, because it's really a short range. It's 150 yards and under, but a 30-30 can pack a punch. I got all Nosler ammo that I bought right. If you go buy the ammo, look for factory blends. Make sure they're brand new, but the factory blends, you can get them sometimes for over 50% less. The same thing. The Nosler Ballistic, or now they have an E-cartridge, which is really nice, a little polymer tip. But out of all the bullets, I think the Nosler ranks one of the very best for the penetration. There's a really cool YouTube video. A channel. Let me put it down here for you guys. It's called The Real Gunsmith. I believe that's it. I've been watching it. Yeah, Gunsmith. This dude, his name is Randy. He goes by Randy's Gunsmith. He lives out, I believe he said, Wyoming. Anyway, he's in the foothills there, the mountains there, and it's grizzly country, a whole bunch of good stuff. But he's very informative on the bullets, So don't just be hasty in buying stuff like that. I know it looks good. Marketing is unbelievable to get us to do impulse buying. Don't do that. Do your research on that. And if you just do a little bit, then you'll say, yeah, that's the bullet I need. And so across the board, and John Nosler started their company in 1948. Excellent, excellent bullets. And you want penetration. And then it expands and stays in the animal. It can hit the vitals, and you can get that animal to go down and not just wound him and run around with a bullet that came apart in him and didn't stay intact and expand properly and do for the intended use to knock him out on one shot as painless as possible. So there is a science to that too. So we're going to be putting scopes on that. I got some really cool scopes. Vortex makes. I got paperwork here. I did it online. This is called Strike Eagle. I printed this up. Now, let me tell you about this. The Strike Eagle line from Vortex. Vortex is an outrageous, top-notch scope company. And they put all kinds of spotting scope, range finders, the whole 9 yards for hunters. This series of Strike Eagle was only out about 7-8 months, and they stopped production. They got to, the back orders were greater than 3 years to fulfill. It was so overwhelming they couldn't do it. So they went up to their next one. I think it was the Viper. I mean, now this is a $395, $400 scope. I've seen it as much as $800. But generally it's from maybe I saw it for $299, but they were sold out immediately. And they're only while supplies last. So that was a great scope. And the one I got is a 4x24 by 50 millimeter on the objective. Wanted that because it says here the view at 100 yards, you've got 26.2 inches, 26 feet, 26 foot 2 inches of view at 100 yards. It's unbelievable at your field of view. Really, really good. And what's good about this gun, 4 to 24 meter, which is awesome because I can zero in on an animal 25 yards if I'm in there. It really makes that gun a more of an all-purpose gun that I could take the Remington or the 30-06. Those are the rifles I want to put it on. I can go in the woods and shoot close range at 25 yards of a varmint, or even if I come up on a bear, if I'm bear hunting, or a deer, or whatever it is that we're hunting for, a bigger game, and have the option because it'll focus from 25 yards to infinity. That's an awesome setup on a lens, and nobody else has that. What they have is the closest to that in the thing is their Viper started 5.5 or 5 by 24. You're a little bit too far out, and extremely big price difference. I just didn't want to put $1,000 scope on these. But I've ordered from Amazon some different scope covers. There's a family in Australia. They have these extended round ones that come like to a point, and they're really cool, like hoods that go on either end of the scope. I mean, it won't interfere with your eye relief. So I'm going to try them out. I'm going to see which one. They're very inexpensive. They're $7, $8, $9, $10 a piece. And we'll see which ones work the best. But we'll be setting those scopes up on Friday, and I'm gonna video that, do a little thing on that. We picked up a new Caldwell lead sled, and we'll do an unboxing of that as well. They've got a real nice one now. You don't have to buy a ridiculous expensive one, and everybody modifies theirs, and I'll put the appropriate weights on there. And the tie downs, I think I can improve the system. They got a Velcro. I don't think that's good enough. There's better ways of doing it. And we're going to use this particular one I got is the lead sled solo, because the 2 front legs are adjustable on the bottom. So I can be on uneven terrain if I'm out there laying down. I want to do it that way, or on a table. It can adjust to anything. Real good rubber, non-skid. I liked all the perks about that one. It wasn't much money. It was $79. Nobody didn't break the bank. You don't have to go crazy with that. So we'll do an unboxing of that, and that'll be coming up. And as our introduction to the hunting segments, and I'll bring you guys involved with me as we clean a rifle. What's involved? I got a very, very nice case, an all-purpose case, 68 piece from Winchester. In my opinion, they made the best case out there. You've got to buy your oils and stuff like that, but you can still put it in there. It's a complete thing for all the shotgun sizes and all the bores, I think up to 50 caliber. So it's a very inclusive one. And of course, you can buy more cleaning tools and put them in there, but it can be built upon. It's a real nice neoprene, a hard neoprene case, zipper case. So you can keep it all in one, and you can take it and it can service all your guns. So we're going to sight in also, I've got a 12 gauge, the Turkey shotgun, a Remington 870 Super Magnum. I haven't shot from that yet, and I'm thinking of putting a little a red dot scope on there. So we're going to take a look and see I'm not going to put a regular scope, but that's all going to be close range anyway. So we've got some different ammo we're going to test out and see how well that shoots. So it's going to be exciting, and we got a bunch of good stuff. So between that and the fishing should make for a good array of the outdoor sports. And we'll bring you along on all of that stuff. Now, in addition, something to think about. I've been looking at this for a while, and I've got a phone call in. I'm going to meet with the range. I've got a guy here at the range that's real knowledgeable. We're ordering a suppressor. They weren't much money, a Scout suppressor for my 22. The takedown came threaded, the 1/2x28. So that barrel was threaded. And they have two types to Scout. SWFA is the place you want to look at that. Let me put that down. That's SWFA.com. And you could check him out. He's got a real good price on Scout suppressors, cheapest in the industry. And they're made by PTP Tactical. But the 19DM, I think, will knock the decibels down 31 decibels down. So if your gun is shooting 140, it should reasonably knock it down to 110 decibels, which is a big difference. Secondly, with the other one, the D, it will take it down 40 to 41 decibel reduction, which is really nice. So I'm looking into that now, and the guy at the range wants me to look at some other ones. They've got a universal one that can do all the 22s, 17s, the Hornets. So you can use it for a wide array of guns as long as they're tapped. And I'll see what it takes on the 30-06, the 30-30, and the 8 to get them tapped. Probably a 35 millimeter one, and we'll have to put probably a little bushing in there to adapt down to the other two 30 calibers, the 30-30 and the 30-06, so that the suppressor for the 8 millimeter, because that thing will boom. That's like an elephant gun. That's a Magnum, the 8 millimeter Remington Magnum. That is a .323 millimeter, and it's in 32 caliber range. So we're gonna size that suppressor to screw into that, and then the rest of them we'll just size them down. I think it'll work. It'll work just fine. So in any event, that's what we want to do, is get two suppressors that can work with a myriad of different calibers, a myriad of different guns. They can go from gun to gun. And you got to pay a $200 tax every time you buy a suppressor. So when you do, you need to set up a trust so that you can pass it on to one of your kids, and it has to be done. Otherwise, the problem is not that they're not going to get it, but for them to use it, they got to register it. They're going to pay another $200 federal tax. That's ridiculous. That's absolutely ludicrous. So to save that redundant $200 fee, because they'll do it again. If you do it in the trust, it overrules all that, and it stays, and you protect your kids or whoever you're going to leave it to, that they don't have to pay that redundant fee. It's only paid one time on each time you buy a suppressor. So anyway, we're looking at that, and hopefully those suppressors are going to work real good. The 22, has no kick, no real recoil, but it does have a nice snap, and I'm trying to get it to keep it as quiet as possible, to spook as little as possible in the woods. Let me tell you about, yes, I want to tell you some interesting news. You guys are going to love this. In the world of fishing, I couldn't believe it. It was just posted these last couple of days, and it was like, there's all potential world records. Well, and this one here is back from December 29th of 19. It's finally going to be recorded as a brand new world record for a Warsaw. Well, I know I'm not going to say that, but it's a new pending record for a Warsaw grouper. This dude caught a 350-pound Warsaw grouper, Southwest Florida. I'm imagining Naples and south of there. Check it out. In 600 feet of water. Holy mackerel. Must have been out by the drilling platforms. Then they go over thousands of feet. But these Warsaw groupers go all the way up the coast. Somebody, I think the world record is like 400 and something pounds, caught off of Destin. Off of Destin is a nut in the panhandle, some really good fishing. Well, Warsaw groupers, they really don't want people. He caught them, released it, but they don't want people harvesting them. But 350 pounds, and they estimated that fish, you ready, to be 50 years old. The fish was longer than the guy. It was so big. It's scary because these groupers are so big they could swallow you whole. And when they open their mouth, it's gigantic cavern. It's like a cavern. And it opens up and it just sucks everything in. Oh, man, they're unbelievable. How many times you see a video of a guy catching a fish, a nice-sized fish, whether it be a big snapper or whatever it is, or a little grouper, and he's pulling up out of the water. All of a sudden, you see a dark shadow, and then something like a torpedo, like a submarine, comes flying up, sucks it up, breaks the line, he goes away with your catch. And he takes the whole thing whole. It could be a 30-pound fish. He sucks it in alive. It's unbelievable. You got a bonito on the line, or a bonita on the line, or an albacore or something, and he just come up out of nowhere. Sharks do the same thing. It's just one thing I learned in the world of fishing, in the world of saltwater fishing, it's eat or be eaten. Everything has a set of choppers. So just want to let you know that. Bear that in mind when you want to go out there on your paddle boards, or, the SUP, stand up on a paddleboard. Just be careful. There's a lot of choppers out there. Everything has teeth. There are sharks where you least expect it. And those things, the silhouette, when you look up at a paddleboard, looks like a seal, looks like that. Looks like something food, like a piece of food. And a viable meal, and that's why the sharks attack. I don't think they're really going after people. But once blood is spilled, it's a bad situation at that point. Too many unfortunate accidents have happened. Then check this out. In Missouri, of all places, a man gets a record. I believe it's a state record. I don't think it's a world record. A state record hybrid bass. Let me tell you what a hybrid is. We catch hybrids here, and they fight like the dickens. A hybrid is a mix, a biological mix between a striped bass and a white bass. White bass fight, they got a fight in them that takes a smallmouth to another level. But it's all in the bass family. So they've woven those two together, and they come out what they call a hybrid. And you'll really know a hybrid. He looks like a striper. He's got all stripes on him, but his body's like a V shape, just like a white bass. Same silhouette, same design. And they reproduce very successfully all across the nation. They've been introduced all over. So this dude catches a 21-pound. I've caught over 13 pounds. Was my biggest. This dude catches a 21-pound, 11-ounce. Unbelievable, on a rod and reel in the Lake of the Ozarks this past May 19th of 2019. Unbelievable. Kudos to that dude. 21, almost a 22-pound hybrid. Man, we had so much fun catching them on top water. Me and my buddy Steve and my other friends, we would go every year here. They are just voracious, and they come in. Oh man, it's a sight. It's a sight to behold. Well, let me tell you, that wasn't the only thing. There's one more I'll bore you with. A new world record striped bass. This one, did it say when? It was just recently caught and released off the coast of Cape Charles, Virginia. This dude lives in West Virginia, some guy named Alex Foster. You ready for this? He didn't weigh it. There's a picture on the internet. 48.03 inches long, a little over 4 feet long, a striped bass. That is unbelievable. I printed up something here. Let me see if I can show you this. Just so, I'm telling you, it's ridiculous. The dude's trying to hold it. Check this out. There we go. What do you think of that? Is that not a behemoth? 40, little over, a smidgen over 48 inches long. I can't believe that on rod and reel. This guy, Alex Foster, lives in West Virginia, travels 7 hours to the coast where he goes fishing. He goes there all the time. He has a lot of records because he's an avid fisherman. And he caught it up there. This is 5 centimeters longer than the previous world record. So now he legitimately, they're verifying it in IGFA. There's a $100 entry thing when you go to IGFA, then a $50 for a certain type of ruler. You got to pay these fees. And for them to accept it and verify and legitimize your catch to be entered into the world IGFA record, International Game Fish Association record. Check that out. That had to weigh every bit of 75 to 85, maybe plus pound, maybe 90 pounds. That is a humongous fish. But thank goodness he released it. That was really good. The rules are changing on the East Coast now. What fish you can keep and don't. I'll keep you guys posted on that as I get posted on that. But can you imagine catching something like that? I know I've caught hundreds of striped bass from the surf, from the shores here in Tennessee. They're in lakes. Look at this other dude catches it in the Lake of the Ozarks. Down in Florida, I'm surprised. I found out that the hybrid down there in the lakes, and I'm going to find out. And there's a guy down there that knows it. I didn't even know they were even there. And then actual river run stripers are running in the St. Johns River, and I think that's pretty much common knowledge. But people have been catching hybrid in some of those freshwater lakes. It's unbelievable. So these fish, it's a testament to the fish, to their ability to stay alive, their ability to change from environments and adapt. That is just, you got to give them credit. Like, for example, the bull shark. Bull sharks have been found hundreds and hundreds of miles up the Mississippi River. They've been in canals by houses. There was a video on one time when someone, I don't remember what state it was, but it was fresh water. They were doing a video on their dock. And I don't know if they were dropping bait in the water, just trying to fish there. And a bull shark right at the dock jumped up, probably a 6 to 8 footer. Scared the wits out of them, and they had no idea something like that was lurking in the dark water. So it's unbelievable. Be very careful. Don't take anything for granted. Do your homework. Go to Google Earth, check it out. Check out the places to fish. Talk to the local bait stores. Talk to them about any related incidents. Just do homework. You don't want to. I see so many people when we go fishing, I want to do this. I don't care about that. I'm going to fish it this way. I'm going to do this. And you know what? Accidents first happen. And then people, God forbid, they have encounters with sharks. They don't listen. Let's just be smart. Let's be safe about this and be a happy world for all of us. So guys, listen, this has been awesome. I really appreciate you guys and love to see you guys next week. Next Tuesday, we'll be resuming. We're going to send out the announcement tonight on our new video, which is the review. It's coming out tomorrow. And I hope you guys are real excited about that. It was a fun video to do, Amy and I, and we ate real good. We even had enough to take home. It was so filling. It was just a little bit more than I could eat. But nevertheless, thanks for tuning in. If you guys are new to Fish Hook, thank you so much for tuning in. We have videos on Mondays. We have videos now on Thursdays. We have our session that we talk and do a little jib jab and have fun on a Tuesday night, and regularly on Tuesday night. This week's an exception. And then later in the week, Friday and Saturday, we'll put out the fishing or the hunting segments, and we'll do tackle talk and also product reviews, in whether it be fishing or in the cooking, in the area of cooking. And we'll talk about the guns. I'll bring them on board and I'll show you what type of guns they are. And we'll just have a good old time. So I look forward to seeing you guys next week. I hope you guys have a great weekend. I hope you guys enjoy the video tomorrow. And our, let me give you one more time our address on YouTube. Sorry. .com/fishhook19. I believe that's right. Yep. Again, thank you. We're right at the hour mark. And guys, thanks so much for joining, and we'll see you next week.